Hi beautiful Aries, welcome to the channel. Hi cross watchers, welcome to Project Fev, Tarot and more. I'm Sharon, intuitive empath and light worker, and I'm going to channel your love energy for the month of May and see what we can do as far as a reading from Divine Spirit is concerned, okay? So I'm going to start with the shuffle. A little bit of housekeeping. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I love coming on and seeing all the new interest in tarot, spiritual ascension, divine work, people working on their spiritual pathway and growing. Of course, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm activated in my gifts. That's why I love to do what I'm doing, and I'm learning about energy healing and other gifts that I'm starting to step out into as I move forward with this, okay, you guys? So if you, by the end of this or at some point in this, feel led to request a personal private reading from me regarding any aspect of life, including spiritual guidance, awareness, and ascension, twin flame paradigm and twin flame process, I'm developing a program for twin flames about light working, alchemy, and essentially what the process is. So look forward to that, or look for that in the future coming. Stay tuned, basically. You can reach out to me at ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com and just send me a little snippet email, open up the dialogue. Don't be afraid. I'm really approachable, you guys. And if you just need to talk or something like that, also do that too. I'm looking to probably go live and do some live sessions, so look forward to that in the future. We'll do intuitive guidance and question and answer sessions for twin flames specifically, because it seems like a lot of flames are being activated right now. I'll talk on that channel about, you know, my twin flame journey and where I'm at in the process and what twin flames actually are, not what people think they are. There's a huge misconception right now about what twin flame relationships are all about. So we'll move forward in that. Also, it's important to note that we're talking about energy transference, transmitting, transmuting, the sharing and connection between two individuals, specifically in a love read. Hopefully there's only two. There might be more, but of course that'll always come through. It is what it is, you guys. Gender, it's not gender specific. Masculine, feminine is energy in the universe, and when we talk about those, he, she might come through. Just disregard the semantics of the words. Don't get caught up in that. And just take the message as it resonates. I'm not going to defend the divine message that comes through, and I'm certainly not going to spend any amount of time debating with people about gender specifics, okay? Do some more emotional work and purging. Heal that part of yourself, the masculine or feminine energy within yourself, so that you can come forward to these messages with more clarity and get more out of them, okay? So also, clicking like helps to circulate the video, and of course I always ask you guys to do that because it helps get the message out to as many people as it can, and it can, obviously it's going to help somebody. If it helped you, or you know, it could help somebody else. And then subscribe to the channel, because that helps the channel circulate and grow the community on here. On YouTube for Project Frequency Energy Vibration, Project Fev. Education is coming, and there's going to be some more videos about that kind of stuff, not just tarot, okay? Tarot is something I've been doing for 15 years, and it was the most obvious, I guess, step forward into the divine mission that, you know, I could really project to make at the time. But it's rapidly growing. The ascension process is rapidly changing and altering as I evolve and step into my gifts and realizing who I really am and what I'm really here to do, okay? So, love energy for Aries. I feel like we are wrestled with the cards enough. Okay, so the divine message coming through for you guys this month. Ooh, you guys still have that ego energy on the table, you guys. Still a little bit. Still a little bit. Yep, you guys are still working through this. You're on the tail end of it, because those cards have come out in reverse, which is good. The devil's still on the table when it comes to your partner. And Judgment in reverse is at the bottom of the deck. So the overall influencing energy from the divine is that you guys still haven't made the decision, or in this partnership, the decision is still on the table. You guys are being divinely led, and there's some hemming and hawing going on. Actually, I feel like it's an internal battle of where to place your energy, because you're still trying to recover. You're still trying to recover. So the theme of the month of May is recovery. You're still trying to recover, particularly in the 3D world. Something happened, loss of job, loss of home, loss of stabilization in the 3D world. You're still trying to recover. You guys aren't solid on that. Okay, even if in the past, because the past energy is the Nine of Pentacles, even in the past, if that were the case, it's not still even now. You guys are only at the Ace of Pentacles. But I still, see, you guys still have the 5 and 7 of Swords. So a lot of this you're still trying to work out with your own energy, with your own plan, with your own thinking. Okay, you're not surrendering or working with the divine. Okay, Hermit is in the headspace here. You guys are in soul searching mode. This hasn't shifted. The energy of the Hermit is about going within. Okay, but it's not in your heart space. It's not in the body of the message. It's in the head space. And at the base of the situation, you've got the Hanged Man. So you guys are kind of like sitting here stalled out. I'm going to call this the calm before the storm. That's what's coming through here. With this energy at the base of the situation, with you've got some illusionary identity energy influencing how you're going about applying yourself into recovery from the situation. The divine has you kind of, how should I put it? You know, here's the metaphor. You know the little kids that are just so mad and angry and they're just flailing their fists around trying to punch somebody, and then the person just has their hand right here on their head and they're just pushing up against the hand and they're just like, rawr, rawr, rawr. Aries, that's kind of the energy that's coming through for you guys. Is you guys are just fighting endlessly and it's almost like nothing's happening. I'm not laughing at you. It's just a cute metaphor that's coming through for you guys. Like, basically what you need to do is you need to just stop throwing punches and just stand there and open your eyes and kind of look and see what's going on. Like, there's something you're experiencing here. You think you're at a crossroads, and it's not a crossroads. It's a choice. You are essentially fundamentally in a cycle of choosing, and I guess you can say you feel on some level it's your path or your destination, but it's not your destination, it's your destiny. So there's some part about this that you still need to soul search until you connect with your absolute truth, because this is not about a 3D manifestation. And what you have here in the month of May for the future, for the month of May theme, is that exact thing. Okay, so for a lot of readers in the historical traditional interpretation of the Five of Pentacles, what this card depicts is disappointment. Okay, and though on some level you might be experiencing or feeling some type of disappointment, the energy from this card in my readings really is about focusing on your soul's journey and taking from your masculine and feminine energies and combining them together to manifest. Okay, these people are so busy squabbling with each other in the relationship, they don't even see the real value that's being illuminated in the relationship. They're not. You guys are totally off base here, okay? Because you're still striving out of your own effort here, okay? You're striving out of your own effort. You guys are getting tired. You guys are getting emotionally drained. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing depicted here. You guys just feel like you're working so hard at this and nothing's happening. And that's because nothing is happening. You're right. Nothing's happening. No matter how hard you work at this, nothing's happening. Because the devil energy is still on the table. This is an overall theme for the collective in relationships. It has been since the end of March, early April. Okay, we have not cleared out the devil energy. Although I have to say, you guys, the devil energy really is about refining through these 5 and 7 of swords. Through your own illusionary identity, letting go of what you thought your life was going to be, moving more into what it's meant to be, and choosing and selecting destiny, or wrestling and fighting through it. But you guys are trying to stay strong in all of this. I still feel like you guys are still fighting. You guys are still fighting. Oh, your partner here, this is the other person, cross-watcher, partner, counterpart's energy. They're still growing too. They're kind of staying strong and holding to this whole paradigm too. Okay, so if you look at it in terms of the hand and the way that they're functioning, at the basis of the situation, they're processing through the devil energy as well. They're being refined as well. But I feel like in this case, the way that the universe has moved on their energy is to hold them in the swords energy. So they're mirroring back to you what you're bringing into the relationship. So let's get some clarification. 7 of Swords energy influencing Aries in this situation. What do we got, universe? Help them out. We've got the 6 of Coins in reverse. So you feel like you don't have enough to give. You don't even have an abundance, so how can you give something to someone that you don't have? You've got the 3 of Swords in the upright. So your heart is broken, their heart is broken. This is about self-inflicted heartache. Okay, the 3 of Swords represents for me self-inflicted heartache, and you've got the 4 of Swords in reverse. So you're not taking any breaks from this. You're not resting, and you're kind of not listening to your intuition is what I'm getting from this. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords in reverse, please. We've got the 4 of Cups. Okay, so there is an offer. Judgment. The energy is here. There is an offer, an emotional offer towards, so the Ace of Cups is offered to you. And you're the Page of Cups in reverse. You're like, no, I'm going to keep my own cup, thanks. I want to do it my way. Okay, my way is better for me because it has always worked for me. But nothing in this reading shows that anything has worked. Like, I don't know why you think that your way has worked for you. There's literally no evidence of happiness on this table whatsoever. So I'm not sure what you're trying to work out or what you're trying to manifest, and if you're okay with not being happy and feeling disappointed all the time. But there's something better in store for you guys if you want it. Still clarifying the 5 of Swords in reverse with the 4 of Cups energy. Okay. You've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So you're not taking any action. Wait. You're taking the wrong actions. That's what's coming through. Not that you're not taking any. It's that whatever you're doing isn't working. Okay? So that's clarity for that. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. In the Answer position is the 3 of Cups in reverse. So you guys are avoiding your emotional self. You are avoiding the emotional work that you guys are being, like, you're being pushed in the direction, or you're being called in the direction, or you're being prodded, whatever word you want to use there, because none of them are really going to be sufficient. You guys are avoiding the emotional work. You're literally in denial of your emotional self at this point. Okay? But I have to tell you, you're trying to avoid the tower moment, but it's coming. You are just literally pushing yourself to another tower, another catastrophic moment. You really are. The Star card is here, Aquarius energy. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Leo energy is on the table, Capricorn energy on the table. Aries, the only person that isn't represented is you. There are no wands here. There's no fire. There's no passion. that isn't connected to unhealthy passion, unhealthy distortion, or unhealthy behaviors, particularly with regard to your partner, or the way that you're channeling your energy into the relationship is entirely through your own inception, not from your intuition. You're not following your intuition. You're not even connecting to source energy. Like, you are denying your emotional self altogether. You do not want to feel your way through any of this. None of it. And that's why things haven't shifted. Because in order to move to the next part of this process and move out of this cycle, your emotional self has to be healed and reconciled. You have to do this work. But you are literally like, I don't feel that. I'm not going to feel that. Nope, I don't want to. I'm not going to feel it. Nope, you can't make me feel it. Nobody's going to make me feel it. Nope. If you ask me, I'll deny that I even feel it at all. And maybe I'm being genuine in that. Maybe you're being genuine in that. Maybe you really don't even know that this is really what this is about. So hopefully this will illuminate for you guys to work through this. Hermit in reverse in the headspace. Let's get some clarification there. What is on Aries plate? Two of Wands in reverse. Conflicting intent is what I get here. Okay, so you've got the Two of Wands in the upright in your emotional concerns, and the Two of Wands in reverse in your headspace, in your thoughts, in your processing. So you're flip-flopping back and forth in your actions. Okay, you're in it, you're not in it. You're in it, you're not in it. You're in it, you're not in it. And that's creating an unhealthy push-pull dynamic in this relationship. Over here. Yeah. Okay, so you've got the Page of Cups. Yep, here you go. Page of Cups out 2 times. One upright, one reverse. Same thing. Emotional investment, no emotional investment. Emotional investment, no emotional investment. Retraction. Okay, so you're like giving and then taking, but not in a healthy way. Okay, that's what's coming through is this energy. 5, 6 of Swords. So here you go. 6 of Swords. Conflict. Everything about you is Swords energy right now. Like, you just are on a warpath. You're just on a warpath with your partner. With you know what I'm saying? You're just on a warpath, literally. Like, I think you really have hope that you can work this situation out. Like, you haven't lost hope. There's still some type of positive attitude that you guys are having here, which is kind of like, it's really paradoxical. You guys are like, you know, like, this is destiny and it's going to work out because it's destiny, but I'm going to wield my swords and cut things apart and do all kinds of damage. But it's destiny. You know, you guys haven't really surrendered to the process of destiny. So you see the destiny in it, but you want to do it your way, is what it is. And the universe is like, no. You either surrender to the process of what this is and you accept what this is and you work through your emotional self and disappointment of dealing with you not living the life that you thought you were going to live and having everything your way, or you don't. Like, there's no in between. There's no like doing it a little bit your way and then having destiny be the result. It's like, that's you guys, there's a disconnect here. There's a disconnect here. How can we guide this situation? Because Aries is really, you guys are really, yeah, you guys are really working hard at this. And none of what you're putting your effort into is building anything solid. You think you are, and that's your focus. You want to build something solid. You have a lot of hope that it's going to be that. And you think emotions are not going to guide you towards a solid foundation, but you are incorrect in that assessment. That's an incorrect assessment. It's not a full picture. Okay, clarify the Ace of Pentacles, Moonology deck. Oh, we're going to get more about the Page of Cups in reverse, the duality that's playing out with this Page of Cups energy. So your emotional self. Okay. Show the world the real you. So as a collective, what the devil does is it makes you face your illusionary identity, and it really does, you know, like if you get trapped in this energy and you don't work through this energy, this is why a lot of people say that the devil represents hell. Okay, because all of this sword's energy, all it's doing is it's like a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of energy to not manifest destiny, to not manifest the desired outcome. And that's because you're doing it in the devil energy. You can't. You're being held back from that by the energy of the universe. The collective energy is to move humanity towards a higher purpose, not functioning from a significantly masculine energy without the duality of the feminine. And I feel like what you guys are doing is kind of denying or turning off your feminine aspects of emotions and trying to do things from a masculine point of view, and they're not in balance. So your masculine and your feminine energies are not in balance with each other. There's a part of that you're hiding. Either your masculine self is afraid of being viewed as weak and vulnerable by expressing your feminine self, or your feminine aspects are afraid of being viewed as, I don't want to use the word afraid because I don't think fear is the right word. I don't see fear here. You guys are not experiencing fear. I think that you guys are you don't want to go with the flow of what everybody else is doing because you don't want to be like everybody else. Okay, I think that's the only true fear that I'm sensing in this read is that you don't want to go with the flow of what everybody else is doing because you're so intensely afraid of being like everybody else. But what you need to really accept about yourself is that you're here having a human experience, and the human part of you is going to be subjected to the collective energy, and you can't change that paradigm. Okay, you're not a creature of free will. As much as you would love to believe, you're a creature of choice. You have all kinds of choices and you can make any one that you want, but you were not created for anything except your purpose, and that's what you're kind of fighting with right now. Wrestling with is that duality. Okay, you want to live and walk in your purpose, you really do. That's why the star card is here. And isn't it interesting that the depiction on this moon is the star card? There's your synergistic synchronicity right there, you guys. Surrendering to the divine is not a white flag surrender. You guys are viewing part of the surrender process in an unhealthy way. That's what I'm getting. So what kind of clarity can we offer to Aries? Like, what can they do? What can they purge? Okay, Aries, here's your advice of how to work through this process. Okay? Peace and gratitude have come out in the reverse. Okay, you're not at peace because you're not grateful for what you're going through. Okay, this is part of the lesson. If you want peace and you want the destiny and you want to manifest this, you have to work together with the divine. It's universal energies. It's universal creation. And you are not at the center hub of what that is. You're a part of it, and you're a valuable part of it, Aries, but you are not the end-all be-all of that. And you realize that, but I do believe that there's a projection that is other than that. Okay, so you're not at peace within yourself. You're not at peace within the universe. You're just not at peace. All of these swords on the table really indicate that there is literally no peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So that's part of your process of release, is the negativity that you've got going on here. And find your gratitude. Okay, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay, you're fighting against life right now. You're fighting against the natural flow of things right now. You're trying to swim upstream and creating a whole lot of resistance. Okay, that builds up over time. That resistance of the flow builds up over time, and then it literally creates a tower moment, because it has to flow or you die. That's essentially what it is. Life force flows. Okay, so a spiritual... Okay, so I started using these decks. One of them is the Native American Oracle cards. I don't read reversals, but I felt like Spirit wanted to relay that there are lots of YouTubers that are, you know, giving messages out right now. What ones can you trust? Okay, because I'm a Scorpio and trust doesn't come naturally to Scorpios. So it was kind of like, okay, how can I relay to the viewers what messages they can trust from the divine? Signs and synchronicities are things that come from the divine. So the reason why I use these decks and I don't read reversals, I read them directly from the manual. I haven't studied these decks. Okay, these are literally messages that come from the divine. I read them directly from the book. There's no misinterpretation of the message through my intuition or through my empathic abilities of any kind. Okay, I shuffle them right in front of you so that you can see what cards come out. Then it includes numerology. Okay, and in the last reading that I just did for Scorpio, they had 2 of the same number from both decks come out, and literally gave them a message that was pretty well-rounded and summed up everything that was in the message, and then gave them advice plus homework. Okay, so part of what this is about is meditating on the message from Spirit. This is the Spirit deck, and then also working out the homework in the 3D realm and space to activate and trigger further your ascension into spiritual growth. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with these decks, how we're going to utilize these decks. So the Native American Oracle card that is meant for you for the month of May, and of course any activation that you have from now until then is fine. It's not time specific, so even if it's not May and it's not 2019 when you guys are watching this, it's absolutely okay. You're meant to hear it and see it when you're meant to hear it and see it. We're activated in waves. Okay, so I'm activated in principles that I'm reading and watching videos from 2008. Okay, so I'm coming to this knowledge and information now, even though it's 2019, because it's what's relevant for me right now. Okay, so you guys have 2 messages. You guys got 8 and 10. 8 came out for Libra, I think. You might be dealing with a Libra, and then 10. Okay, so 8 is the woodpecker, and it's about clarity, I think. Just read this not that long ago. Opportunity. Opportunity. Woodpecker taps to find nourishing tidbits. As he sounds out his environment looking for treasures, he reminds us that opportunities are everywhere, even where there seems to be no hope, such as in dead trees. Woodpecker is steadfast in his determination. He is also loud, from the taps that echo through an otherwise quiet wood to his loud and distinction call. With Woodpecker, Spirit is speaking loudly to you, and you are encouraged to listen. Solutions to some of your challenging problems are available if you listen. The crystal emphasizes clarity and focus. Don't give up after an initial failure. Listen for guidance, stay focused, and maintain your determination. And then 10 is Bear. And Bear is introspection. Well, there you go. So you are being divinely guided to go introspective and deal with these emotional things. Bear means many things, including strength, confidence, and protection. Because Bear hibernates, she also brings us a strong message of isolation, quiet solitude, and deep internal reflection. In order to feel safe and secure enough for such inner work, Bear reminds us to strengthen ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and to create a safe sanctuary in order to withdraw and explore spiritual truths. So maybe because in your 3D dynamic, you have not been able to solidify some type of living situation or stabilize your job situation, you haven't been able to do the introspection that you feel like you really need at this time because of all of the other distractions that are making themselves as a priority. Okay? That's okay. It's also divinely led. It is, because it's meant to foster your attitude of gratitude. You can't be thankful. It's easy to be thankful in times of abundance, but when you are facing times where there's a lack of physical, materialistic abundance, what can you be thankful for? Okay, so this is when your attitude of gratitude is tested. Okay, so pass the test, Aries. It's that simple. Pass the test. See it for what it is. Find something to be gracious for, grateful for, and focus on that. Okay? Bear is also a mighty nurturer and encourages us to nurture ourselves so that we are fit to nurture others. The mirrors highlight the idea of inner reflection. Whenever the way ahead is unclear, withdraw, attend to your spirit, and allow the way to unfold. So this is about divine surrender. Okay? That's kind of what's coming through. Okay, one more deck. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle Guidebook. Same concept, same principle, different, well, hello, it already came out. 28, Gaia. Wow. So that's the card that came out for you guys already. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So don't forget, the universe hasn't abandoned you, even if you feel like it has at this stage. There's still that beam of light, you guys. So while you're squabbling around with other people or yourselves, or you're doing this whole thing trying to figure out your life, that beam of light is still there. You're still divinely guided. You haven't lost your way. Okay? It's okay. It's going to be okay, Aries. It is. It really is. Gaia is the word used to refer to the earth as a living organism. As such, she radiates a deep sense of nurturing care, compassion, and wisdom, taking care of her loved ones and her community. Now remember, here's what's coming through, Aries, for you guys. You guys are the warriors. You guys have been designed and created as the warriors. So things in life are going to be a little tougher for you than everyone else because you're going to have to learn the warrior's heart. Okay? You're going to have to learn how to fight. And in order to learn that, you need to practice. Okay? So consider whatever you're going through your swords lesson. This is you learning how to wield your sword. Learning how to communicate effectively, learning how to take your truth and speak it and activate it, learning what your truth is, learning how to intellectually strategize to manifest destiny, okay? So take this as your lesson. This is the phase that you're in. Learn how to master your weapons, okay? As such, she radiates a deep sense of nurturing care, compassion, and wisdom, taking care of her loved ones and her community. She shares with us through her natural resources of food, light, and water. The sense of community, both small and large, is represented by the repeating pattern that spreads out from the core of this activation. Gaia is represented in both her water and solid bodies by the blues and greens, as above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. You cannot ascend to your higher frequencies and higher dimensions until you have dealt with yourself down here. Because there are other elements in the different dimensions that also require healing. And if you're not prepared to battle here, then you are not prepared for the spiritual battles that will take place so that you can access your Akashic records. No. You must practice here and master this here. Okay, so this is a lesson in mastery for you guys. I feel like this is telling you to get out into nature. Reconnect with Gaia. Reconnect with Earth. So here's your homework. I'm feeling like you need to go to find Gaia frequencies of the Earth. And you need to listen to these frequencies at night when you sleep. The frequencies that reveal to you your true self. Those frequencies. There's some available on YouTube. Close your eyes for a moment and contemplate how we all are connected to each other, to the earth, to the cosmos. Do you have a community that you are part of? How do you support this community? How does it support you? When was the last time you were in a group and experienced the power of joined intention? Yeah. That's what's coming through for you guys in the message. Connect with Mother Earth. Go out into nature. Connect. You guys are disconnected. You guys are a little disconnected from yourselves, from your emotions, from your experience. Okay, you guys are disconnected right now. That's what's creating this imbalance. It's okay. It's okay. You guys can come back to center. You guys can find it. But the channel, the pathway back to your center is finding something to be grateful for in all this mess and everything that's going on here with this whole situation. Just find something to be grateful for. Anything. Get desperate. Get desperate. And maybe you don't want to admit that it's getting to that point because you want to hold on to hope, and that's okay. The star card is here for you 2 times. But the message in the star card is, if you need help, ask for it. Yeah. If you need help, ask for it. It's okay to need help once in a while, no matter how strong you are, even if you're the warrior. You know, warriors can't fight all by themselves. You need a platoon. You need to have, you know, if you're a commander, you need to have an army, and you guys need to work together. So I feel like you're disconnected from yourself, from partnership. You're just disconnected. Okay? Come back. Come back, Aries. Come back to the connection. Look up from what you're doing. Look up from what you're doing. Take a deep breath and be grateful for everything that you already have, even if it's a little bit of something. Be grateful that things are falling apart, because that's an opportunity to build them back stronger. Be grateful that you are stronger as a result of the whole process that you've just gone through. There's always something to be thankful for. Always something to be thankful for. And I feel like your reconnection back to yourself is allowing yourself to be thankful for even the things that you're doing. Okay? So as always, I hope that resonated with you. I hope that it helped. If you would prefer a personal or private reading, go ahead and reach out to me. For those of you that aren't aware, in the description box, or how to access the description box, there's a little arrow that you click on, and it opens up the description box below the video. Okay, and in that description box is my email address, ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com. Go ahead and reach out to me. I'm Sharon. You can send me a little email right quick about what it is that you're looking for. We can go through what packages are available, or we can customize something for your needs. Okay. I want you to get the most out of the reading and have it be as cost effective as possible. Okay. So, yeah. So if that's what you feel led to do, please reach out. Click like, it helps the video circulate. Subscribe to the channel, helps the channel circulate. It helps it get out to as many people as possible. There are definitely people out there that need to hear the message from the divine. So let's work together to collectively ascend towards positivity, you guys, and grow spiritually and help each other in the journey, okay? And as always, namaste. I love you guys. Thanks.